Hey y'all, it's Tammy with Collard Valley Cooks, and today we're making a family favorite, easy and delicious lasagna. Just a few ingredients and you've got a really good supper. Now this lasagna you don't have to boil it first, but I find that if you don't boil it, that it gets drier, so I always boil mine regardless. I may just make half of it. It's going to take about, of course they're broken up like they always are, 3 or 4. There you go. And then I'll have enough for another batch, the same size. I'm just going to boil this for a few minutes, and it'll be plenty soft enough to go in the lasagna. So we're going to grab some olive oil and saute a few onion. I've already got my meat browned. I browned it this week already. So this is just a medium onion chop. Alright. So we're just going to saute this onion. And I've got some Italian seasoning. And I'm going to go ahead and throw it in here. I don't have a lot, so I'm going to have to probably open another one. We use it a lot on pizza. I'll throw in some salt and pepper. And I'm going to hop over here and grab some fresh garlic. When you get your garlic out, if you will just smash it on the counter, it's easier to peel it if you smash it on the counter. Typically, sometimes it's really fresh and it don't matter if you smash it or not. It's just not easy to peel. Make it taste good. Yum, yum. Can't believe I haven't made lasagna for y'all yet. Everybody eats lasagna. I'm going to go ahead and turn these noodles off because, like I said, you weren't even supposed to have to boil them. But I do like to boil them a minute. I mean, you got time while you're browning your meat. I didn't even brown meat, so most people do have plenty of time. I'm going to put about a pound of ground beef in here. You can use Italian sausage. You can use whatever you want to use. Chicken. Totally up to you. But we're using beef tonight. And I think that right there is going to be enough because, like I said, I'm not making a really big recipe. I am using 1 can of PETITE diced tomatoes in my sauce. Aren't they pretty little diced tomatoes? And then we're going to use 8 ounces of tomato sauce. It'll be real nice and fresh tasting with these tomatoes in there. It's so easy to do. If you don't have time or don't have these in the pantry, but you've got a jar of marinara, then by all means use it. But one thing that makes a lasagna good, in my opinion, is some good sauce and plenty of it. You don't want it to be dry. So really, I'm turning that off. There's no reason to boil it to death because it's going to be in the oven for an hour. Let me throw some roasted garlic in here, just because I like it. I know we got fresh in there already, but can't hurt, can it? It's yummy. Now in a bowl, we're going to combine our cheese. And I'm going to use ricotta And this is a large thing of ricotta. My favorite thing about lasagna is the cheese. Since we're not doing a huge recipe, I'm not going to use this whole thing. I'll use my judgment. I want it to be at least that thick in cheese, because it's good, okay? So it's according to how much I think I need when I get it in a bowl. I'm just going to kind of slice it off by how much I think it would take in between the layers of lasagna to be as thick as I want it to be. This is let's go see how many ounces it is. Can you see it, Chris?
32 ounces.
Okay. That'd be 16 is half. We'll use a half a thing. So if you want to get a 16 ounce, if you want to make this size lasagna, it should be plenty. So 16 ounces of that. This is some fresh grated parm. And we'll layer that on there instead of putting it into this. This is mozzarella. We'll do 2 cups of that. And get this mixed up. And if you want to throw some herbs in here, you can. Make it good. I'm trying to think. I've got some more Italian seasoning. Oh. All right, I found some more Italian seasoning. So we're going to put, this is McCormick organic Italian seasoning. We're going to put a little bit in our cheese. Now, if you want some mushrooms in your lasagna, you can put them in there. I actually have some marinated mushrooms in the refrigerator. I may get out and layer in here as well, just because they're delicious. You want me to, Chris? No?
No, you don't.
He says no. Okay. So we're going to start with a little sauce in the bottom of the pan. Have your oven on 375 degrees. And we're going to spray this around the edges so that it's easier to clean. I always spray everything over the sink. I just sprayed my arm. All right, here we go. Noodles of noodles. I'm just going to pick it up and bring it over there. Every time I want something, pick it up with this. Hopefully it won't tear. And you're going to hurt for a little bit of water to go in your lasagna. And now mine is, the lasagna noodle is a little bit longer than the pan, but that's my favorite part of the lasagna. Use them kitchen shears. You can use them for other things besides cutting up a chicken wing. Now for the good part, cheese. Well, I just love these little spatulas. They're wonderful.
You gonna do your parm too, or just on top?
Just on top.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna grab 2 more noodles. Let me here. Oh, let me rinse my hands off. I'm gonna put a good bit of this on this part, most of it that's left. Rest up on the top.
Yeah.
I like the cheese to be thick. So Now I layer mine maybe a little different than most people because I like for the cheese layers to be really thick and not thin layers. All right, this is our last layer of the ricotta mixture. Just a little bit left. I put most of it in the middle. That's how I like it. We're going to finish it off with some sauce and, of course, the parm. And 9 noodles would have been more than enough for this size. This is, I'll measure this for y'all just to kind of show you what size it is because I don't really know what size it is. I'm going to put all this juice down in there. So we're going to just top it with the mozzarella cheese. And if you want to buy fresh mozzarella and grate it, you can, of course. Or you can dollop it, however you want to do it. Because it's a lot harder to grate fresh mozzarella. I got some grated parm. We'll put it on the top. That's good too. So it's going to cook at 375 for 40 minutes. So it'll be nice and bubbly when it comes out. We're going to sprinkle it with a little bit of this. Layered lasagna. It looks good on the sides even. That's the way I like it. So really we've got 1, 2, 3 layers of noodles so you could get by if you're using a size this size. Oh, let me measure it right quick for y'all. This is about, it's probably considered 9 on the bottom by 7, something like that. But on the top it's more like 9 3/4 by 7 3/4. So if that gives you, and it's pretty deep. I mean, you got to have it pretty deep for lasagna. So whatever you pick out, make sure it's deep enough. Because I had a little 7 by 11, but it's a brownie pan, and it's only about that tall, and it wouldn't be tall enough for my lasagna. That's why I pulled out this baking dish. And I didn't want to make the full lasagna standard 13 by 9 size for me and Chris. All right, it's going in the oven. 40 minutes. Air fryer to do. That's good and juicy. All right, we are going to put a little butter on these 2 hamburger buns. They were left over from last week, and before they get too stale, we're going to have them with our lasagna tonight. Use what you got. Why buy a loaf of bread or a loaf of another loaf of bread to eat with lasagna when you've got leftovers, right? This is another part of that gourmet collection that I showed you when I made the hamburgers. It's just a different combination. This is garlic bread. It's really good. And it don't take a lot. So we're just going to sprinkle our bread, get it in the air fryer, and have a tasty lasagna supper. I like to tilt it just a little bit when I put it in the air fryer so it gets both sides a little brown. It'll only take that about 3 to 4 minutes. It's nice and cheesy. Yummy. Now that's the way I like it. I don't like it dry enough that it stands up. I like for it to be moist. Yummy. So I'll cut it in half and let y'all see. But you can see it's in a nice tall layer in the pan. It's going to have plenty of cheese in there. That's what you can't get when you buy it at the store. They never put enough cheese in it. I don't know why, but they don't. All right, get my hamburger bun. Give it a try, y'all. It's got plenty of sauce. It's plenty moist. First time I ever made lasagna for Chris, we were pretty young. He said I didn't have enough sauce on it. So now when I make it, I make sure that it's not dry. Delicious. Easy supper. We can sop it up too. Thanks for watching Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like Mama did. Bye, y'all. Love ya.